Well, good morning, everybody from the road. We just left Flagstaff, Arizona. This is the Monday morning meeting. See if I can spin this quick to show you my chauffeur. We are rolling eastbound. Got Renee driving the Wild Ass van. The Capture Wild Ass is in progress again. It has been since we left Vegas. Hashtag Capture Wild Ass. We're looking for Joe Johnson to log on board. We're going to have our normal Monday meeting and then probably going to have to figure out how my screen is looking. Sorry, lighting's not great, whatever. It's all part of rolling through the mountains in eastern Arizona. That's where we are. I forget where we're at. So I'm Craig Johnson, owner of Wild Ass Motorcycle Air Cushions. Had a pretty exciting week that I'll share for you here in a little bit. And I know Joe, we got to see each other in person. We were at the same show in Las Vegas over the weekend. Let's get Joe. There's Joe. He logged in finally. So we were both in Las Vegas walking through the hallway. It was kind of funny because I seen him coming and walking with a bunch of his co-workers, and I ran into them and got to say hi to everybody, and he kept right on walking. Didn't even recognize me in person. So we'll get him on camera here. We're going to approve. So let's, as he's logging in, there we go, Joe. Let me get my camera lined up. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're both hatted up and exhausted from the weekend, aren't we? So I got my, can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thumbs up if everybody can hear me. You can see I got the earbuds in. We're in the Wild Ass van, Capture Wild Ass. If you haven't seen that contest, you need to log over, walk, after the meeting, log yourself over to the Wild Ass Facebook page. Maybe, you know what, if I get a chance, I'll share that as soon as this meeting's over. But Capture Wild Ass, a little bit about that contest. We are leaving, we made it to Flagstaff, Joe, before we just decided, you know what, we should get some sleep. And stopped in Flagstaff. But the contest started when we left Phoenix. I keep saying this backwards. I'm all over the map. I don't even know where the hell I'm at anymore. So when we left Las Vegas, the contest started, Capture Wild Ass. All they got to do is stop and see us at a gas station or a rest stop or whatever. Get a picture with us. And the first person that does that each day, we're going to hand them a $20 bill. And then everybody that does that throughout the day, we are going to enter them in a drawing. So even the $20 bill winner, he'll be entered into a drawing. And we'll give away some cool stuff. And if you see us going down the road and get a picture of that, that's a whole separate drawing. So we're going to do that too. That goes from now until we unhook the trailer at J&P Cycles in Daytona Beach. And then it's on pause. And then as soon as we hook the trailer back up and pull off of the lot, so they can't be standing there waiting for us to hook up the trailer and get back out on the road, then it starts again, and it'll end when we get home back in Brainerd. So.
And then what is that hashtag again?
Hashtag Capture Wild Ass.
Capture Wild Ass. All right.
Capture Wild Ass. So
awesome.
Share that with everybody. Let everybody know what kind of crap we got going on over here at Wild Ass. So got to see you this weekend. I was saying that before you logged in. That was pretty exciting. Walking down the hallway, you and all your comrades, and you're nose deep in your phone, I think. And I saw you guys coming and started talking to the world famous Rick Dorfmeyer, and you just kept cruising on.
I did not have my energy drink yet. I had not had my energy drink yet. I need my energy drink.
That's funny. So how was your weekend?
It was awesome. It's great to get to know Bill Nash. Hey, Bill, what's going on? It was great to get with Bill and Matt at Nash Power Sports and have some break some bread and get to know them, to go over the new products, what was cool, what was new. It was great to see all of the people in our industry and get together and stuff. It's just great to have synergy with people that are of like-minded. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was cool. And you brought the guys by the booth. That was pretty awesome. So talk to them about our the something completely new. I don't think that's been done in the industry, has it?
Yeah,
how we're going to do that, where if a dealer lets us know that you're not really a stocking dealer, we're going to wipe you off the page.
As it should be. Yeah, and I'll get you that list today for mine, by the way.
Yeah.
I got that on my to-do list.
Yep. So you've been following this. We've been staying in touch over the last few weeks. What was this? 3 weeks ago? No, 2 weeks ago. I was in Dickinson, North Dakota. Portland. No, 3 weeks ago was Dickinson. 2 weeks ago was up in Portland with Brian Croft. Last week, we were sitting in Primo's office. We couldn't get him on board. And here we are again. This is a full month on the road. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's a little.
And God bless you for it. You're lagging a little bit.
Hearing me okay, though? Or somebody's lagging somewhere. So anyway, if you can hear me, I can't even see signal. Let me see your phone.
Yeah, good. You're good. You're good.
It's good?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good. It's just lagging just a little bit, but you're okay. I can't see your face anymore. Right
yeah, now. I got this. You saw this stupid selfie stick that I got, right? It's it's awesome unless you got to hold it for a half an hour. So I'm just gonna check signal. We should be okay yet. We're okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. You're good.
Okay. Trying not to keep it all bouncy and stuff. So my last week was pretty awesome. I think I got you listening to the Dropping Bombs podcast with Brad Lee, the real Brad Lee.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
That was pretty cool. I stopped in on Monday and paid him a visit, and we chatted. Actually, it was about 15 minutes. That whole and he said just stop by anytime after 10. So I stopped by. It's 10:15 or so. I had gotten all my shipping. So I was all good there, and bouncing you off the dash. The road's so crappy here. So he was in a meeting. I walked in, and there's this glass wall behind him. Reception desk, super nice girl there.
Yeah, losing you. We're losing.
Let's see. We should be okay. So sitting behind me sitting behind him, and there's someone that needs to see him ahead of me who actually had an appointment. They made an appointment with him, and he got done with his meeting, came out, introduced himself. He was real personable, and then he ended up putting these other people in his meeting and said, come back with me. I went back to his office. We chatted for 15 minutes or so, and then ended up invited me to do a show with him, which was pretty cool. So, and for those of you that don't know the real Brad Lee, the guy has only had multimillionaires on his show. So it's quite an honor, and I'm not even 100 as I like to say. So we're working on it, and it was a little bit confusing, a little overwhelming, and kind of got my ass kicked on the show, but really happy I did it. And he said it would air this week, so I'll be sure and let you know next week if it airs, if it drops to the podcast world. So we'll be watching for that.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations on that. That's going to be great. Yeah, just
Thanks.
let us know when it airs and stuff so we can do that. I'm going to start watching him now, or listening to him.
Yeah, do it. He's got some good stuff. You know, he's a lot like me, very to the point, and what would you say? He's to the point, right? Like, says what he wants to say, and that's it. And if you don't like it,
he's honest.
He's honest. I heard that.
Right. And for some reason, I just completely lost my screen. So can you still see me?
Yeah, I can still see you.
Well, let me get back in so I can see you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he's right to the point. He's honest. There we go. I don't know what happened there. And he just says what he means. And if he's right, he's right. So we're gonna go with it for now.
Right on.
So anyway, his podcast is Dropping Bombs with the real Brad Lee. So we were talking about on our stuff. So I got my laptop open here. It's like a professional rolling studio. And just like with the spotlights on, it's getting hot as hell in here. So last week we read through a couple notes of, or some of people's comments, which we've had a lot of good comments on this, as far as being a good employee, what makes a good employee, right?
Right.
And so I have the episode 4 notes because we didn't make it through episode 3, and we were going. So
right.
Let's just jump right into that. We're already 11 minutes into this thing. So, but one of the things everybody watching we were talking about is from the boss's perspective, what makes a good employee. And see, Joe, I lost you again on camera, but you can see me, right?
Yeah, I can see half your face.
How about if I do that?
You're not centered. There you go. Better.
There. So talking about what makes a good employee from the boss's standpoint, there we go. This thing isn't, I don't know what the deal is, but one of the episodes was Jim Barker. One of the comments was Jim Barker, one of your coworkers there, who's done a lot of your marketing, kind of taken over your marketing stuff. He was talking about the critique or criticism sandwich that we were talking about, criticism tact he was coached on in the past. And basically what that is, explain to somebody what's good. Give them a good point, a good trait, and then critique them a little bit on what they're doing wrong or what you need them to correct. And then throw another compliment at the end. That's what we were calling the compliment sandwich a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Which that's never been my style necessarily, but I get it. It makes sense. So what are your thoughts on that? Talk about that from the employee.
Yeah, from the employee's view and stuff, it's always good to get feedback. You got to know when you're going, and it's just nice not to be brutalized. Just to have that football coach type boss who just tells you suck, change it, fix it. It's nice to have a little bit of takes the sting out of it, I guess. And I think it works a little bit better with your people skills with people.
Okay.
Accepted.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's all good. But we're going to go back to employee stuff. Chet Hop made a comment. Chet's a guy, this is a funny story. I met Chet at a gas pump. I do my memorial ride. I do my own ride.
Right.
So just to give you a little story on Chet. So we do this memorial ride every September, and it's my own memorial because, I don't want all my friends to have fun without me after I'm dead, so I'm going to be there for everyone up until that point. So Chet pulls up to the gas pump, and I had no idea who he was, who his wife was, and they had their daughter with them. And I said, "Are you guys here for the ride?" I said, "Well, there's a ride leaving out of here?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." That's how I got to know Chet. They rode the entire day with us. It was awesome.
Nice.
So Chet had a comment on here. Said he likes the thank yous for his efforts. I think we talked about that. There's a lot of bosses that they come across as unappreciative, but they're really not. They're just maybe not so good at vocalizing their appreciation. And I found out what's going on with my phone here. It keeps saying it's temperature. So that's how hot it is here in the Wild Ass Van studio. My phone keeps shutting down because it's so hot. So I just turned it way cold. So Renee's going to be wide awake here pretty soon. So, but anyways, no, a lot of employers don't really appreciate that. And I think from a employee's perspective, you need to understand that. The employee's got a job to do. You got your job to do. Not everybody needs their hand or a pat on the back every time they do something good. Just try to keep doing something good, right?
Right. Strive for that.
The big thing, and a lot of our comments seem to kind of share the same thing, And that's just a matter of just do what's right. Do what you have to do without being told all the time, right?
Right.
And I thought of this morning when I was getting ready for the meeting, because this whole thing started, right? Because one of the shops that one of us know, look at that, I temperatured out again. One of the shops that we know, one of us knows, I should say, made the comment of, I don't want you training all my employees because someone else is just going to come and steal them. So let that be on the employer. That's not an employee's fault, because if the employer is making you feel decent, then you're doing a good job and you're not going to want to leave him, right? And
Exactly.
go ahead, add to that.
No, that's it. That's just, you have to create that culture in your store or your place of business where someone wants to stay. That's all on you as an employer. So the grass isn't always greener, right?
The grass is not always greener, but here's something else. You keep doing the right thing, you keep doing a good job, and guess what? The reason they're offering you a job is because they see it.
Right.
So sometimes jumping ship isn't the end of the world.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
But if they're doing a good job, the employee, if I'm doing a good job, somebody sees it somewhere. And you never know, somebody you work with might be a boss in the future. So keep doing the right thing, and that person is going to see it. And when they go launch out into their own world of business, they might go, you know what, Joe, you kicked so much ass at that last place, you need to come with me.
There you go.
Right? So we got to caution people to watch the greener grass thing. But what I'm saying is do the right thing, and you'll be thanked for it in the long run.
And do the right thing, as Craig said, is doing more than what your boss tells you to do or what you're doing at your job. You've got to be the best at what you're doing right there. If you can maintain that attitude that if I'm sweeping floors, I'm going to be the best floor sweeper that I can be. You know, I'm going to watch YouTube videos, do some extra. You know, again, same thing. Teaching my teenage girls right now. Whatever you're doing, be the best at what it is, and you will get taken care of. People see that if you go above expectations on what they do and have some initiative, some starting power to go on to the next thing that you already know that you need to go on to once you learn the job and how it works there and what your responsibilities are, and you just go to the right thing, that's appreciative, or it's appreciated. Even if you have a boss that doesn't appreciate you, then you will leave because probably you'll get an offer from another guy who sees what you're doing and sees
Right.
how you're doing it. So just it's an attitude.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Like you said, if you're the floor sweeper, be the best damn floor sweeper that place has ever had.
That's right. That's right.
So we have we're already 18 minutes into this thing. I
Oh
can tell you
wow.
my arm is killing.
That phone. That, you're there. You go. You're back. Me. So while having technical, this is what you do to fill in when the other person. There's nothing. Attitude of gratitude helps with that, by the way. So I don't know what Craig is saying, but to add on to what we are saying for employees and stuff, an attitude of gratitude will help you with your day, the way that you attack your day and stuff. If you can create an attitude of gratitude every day and not be a sourpuss and be someone who everyone wants to get around and wants to be around, you create that energy. Still waiting for Craig. Can't hear you. I'm going to type in here. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. There we go. Can't hear you. Sorry, buddy. No, we can't hear you. Oh well. So create that synergy, everyone. When you are doing your job, remember, power plant generates energy. It isn't energy. You need to generate that energy, and it's up to you. And I'm doing my best to try and fill in while Craig comes back to us. No is silent. No here. No here. We can't hear you. So, well, this is what you do when you get a live show. These are the technical things that happen to you. And we're about out of time, too.